When winter softened, a love that quietly bloomed between takes. A tender, slow burn story of two hearts warming under the first frost. The first day on the set of the first frost felt strangely familiar to Zhang Ruonan. She stepped into the studio holding her script, her breath fogging. In the cold morning air everything was calm until she saw him. Tall, relaxed, hands in his pocket, smiling as if the winter breeze belonged to him. He lifted his head and their eyes met, and for a heartbeat she forgot how to breathe. They had worked together in events before, exchanging polite greetings, even joked once or twice, but this time felt different. This time they were going to spend months living inside a story about love, healing, and taking chances. And maybe this time the fiction would pull at something real. As Wen Yifan and Zhang Yan, their scenes were filled with suppressed longing, soft glances, accidental ties, arguments. They hide affection and late-night conversations in a shared apartment filled with unspoken feelings. But the strangest thing was this. Their chemistry wasn't acting, not really. Every time Bai Jingting gently pulled her closer for a scene. Every time Zhang Ruonan's voice softened when she said his name. Every time their eyes lingered a second too long. The director didn't interrupt. He didn't need to. The emotions looked too natural, too honest, almost like they were rehearsing feeling that already existed. One evening, they were filming a quiet scene on the apartment set. A simple moment, Zhang Yan dropping a blanket over a sleeping Wen Yifan. When the cameras cut, Ruonan laughed softly. "You are too gentle," she teased him. Bai Jingting raised an eyebrow. "Should I be rougher next time?" She blushed faster than she expected. Later that night, she realized she was smiling at her phone like a fool because he had sent her a text. "The set is cold. Wear a thicker jacket tomorrow or I can bring you mine." She stared at the message for longer than she should have. As the week passed, the crew noticed things. Bai Jingting always waited for her car to arrive before leaving. She often brought him coffee even though she didn't drink that brand. He adjusted her microphone with a care that made the staff glance at each other knowingly. She laughed more around him. He looked for her even when she wasn't in his scene. And then there were the paparazzi pictures, the ones fans still analyzed frame by frame. Walking side by side after a late night shoot, sharing an umbrella, here wearing a shirt suspiciously similar to his brand. Him looking at her like he was a woman thing in winter. Neither denied anything, neither confirmed it. They didn't need to. Their silence said enough. During one emotional scene, when Yifan broke down after recalling her trauma, Ruonan had practiced it, rehearsed it. But the moment the camera rolled, her tear came too easily to rush. Something inside her cracked open. The director whispered, "Keep rolling." Bai Jingting crossed the arm, wrapped his arms around her, and held her not as Zhang Yan but as himself. His voice trembled when he whispered, "You're okay, I'm here." She didn't know who she was crying, as Wen Yifan or Zhang Ruonan. But she knew one thing, his embrace felt like home. When the director finally called cut, Bai didn't let go immediately, and she didn't ask him to. On the last day, the apartment set looked empty, too quiet, without their characters living inside it. Ruonan stood by the window, blinking back unexpected sadness. A soft knock sounded behind her. Bai Jingting held a scarf in his hand. His scarf, the same one he always wore during night shoots. He wrapped it gently around her neck. "Keep it up," he said quietly. "It's getting cooler and I won't be there to remind you every day." Her heart skipped. "Who says you?" Won't be, she whispered, his smile soft, slow, real, then let's make sure I am. Their first kiss wasn't dramatic or staged or perfect. It wasn't warm, it was shy. It was exactly like their story, a slow burn melting into something undeniable. They still haven't confirmed anything officially. They still love. When asked in interview, they still say, "We're just good friends." But fans see the matching clothes, the similar photos, the way they avoid looking at each other too long on camera because their eyes give too much away. And maybe that's the beauty of it. Some love story bloom quietly, just like the first frost that melts under morning light. Soft, slow, and beautifully real. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more real emotional love stories that live beyond the screen.